America, a player that showed so much quality in tournaments such as the Summer Series Cup in FIFA 20. He's always there in the conversation. He's always in tournaments. He's always in the knockout rounds, Paulo Neto. But he's yet to taste sort of victory in a championship in FIFA 21 in this very new format that we find ourselves in the Global Series. Or is Matheus Bonanno going to continue to prove why he is top of the pile? What a tackle. That is at the back there. I think it was Kyle Walker that somehow just stuck a leg into it.
Great challenge at the back. Matheus Bonanno looking to kickstart this grand final. This is the last game you're going to see this weekend. We're ending your Valentine's with a late night treat right now. Matheus Bonanno up against Paulo Neto. Bracket has been reset. All the chips are on the table. And who is going to be walking away with the #1 prize?
That $10,000 prize, plus all those Global Series points, and a chance to call yourself a champion here in South America. Of course, we want you guys to have your say in the chat, as always. Who do you think is going to win this one? Matheus or Paulo Neto? Have your say. Let us know. Here's Matheus now. All business for him, no doubt, after a disappointing 2 legs. As I was alluding to in commentary earlier, Rich, it's 2 fantastic players here that are at the top of their game. Hundreds upon thousands of those that are on the Global Series rankings, just on the PlayStation side, let alone, of course, across the Xbox. You're looking at first against third in those rankings. You're looking at the best.
Incredible performance from the both of these two. You had your say in the Twitch chat. 100% of people thinking that Paulo Neto, 50-50. Thinking that who's going to be victorious, I should say. And thinking where this game will go. Long through ball down the line. Varane's always going to be the winner of that one. Mbappe is quick, but it's not that quick.
There you go. You can see that little poll at the bottom there. It's Neto or Matheus. You guys type it in the chat. You can move that slider from side to side, and we'll see how the votes will go. You can probably guess that all the votes will be with Paulo Neto dancing in around the box. Was it maybe a cutback the best option there? Moved in towards the danger area. Starting to find his groove a bit more, is Matheus. Awful touch from Van der Sar.
He thought for a second that Van der Sar was about to get robbed over the ball right there. In broad daylight. Poked it away from him, but just couldn't get anything clear-cut on it. Last-ditch tackle again from Varane. This game looks really spread and open right now.
It really is anyone's for the taking, isn't it? Cancelo, cross to Rashford. Is there an option to play it back? Matheus now drops the shoulder. Awful shot. Was that a... It's a goal kick. Wow.
I expect a lot of goals in this opening sort of first leg, I would say. The majority probably going to come in the second leg. Varane's everywhere and anywhere on this pitch right now. He needs to be.
Surely a goal for Matheus Bonanno. He's knocking on the door, and there you go. You keep knocking. Eventually he'll get an answer. And that answer was in the form of Cristiano Ronaldo ducking and diving, and with his right boot smashing that into the back of the net.
Good left stick dribbling. Great use of the cancels as well when he was dribbling. For Cristiano Ronaldo, Matheus Bonanno also sort of getting himself amped up a little bit. He knows that probably should have been finished in that first series.
Going to cast your mind back as well on something here. Chance comes in from Matheus Bonanno. Is it going to be 2? La Croqueta. What a tackle from Varane. We commentated a tournament last weekend for the La Liga. I'm pretty sure that is the same setup that fellow Argentine Charlie Human was sitting in. That might be the same seat.
What are you thinking, that they live together?
I think there's a sort of Argentine team household. And I know one thing, Rich, that's a winner's seat.
Unless they just go to the same decor company and same furniture. You could be onto something.
Could also be the case, but who knows? If Matthias Banana was to win, we could see a very smiley Charlie Human just pop up. Another Argentine player to watch out for in the Global Series this year. Looks unbelievable, Matthias Banana here, showing that form of why he's top of the pile. Chance. Can't find that last ball, that last killer chance. To be honest, Paulo Neto has not even had room to breathe, let alone the ball or any sort of chance in this game. Matthias has come out flying. Now, we often say this, when you go into a grand final, there's a loser bracket, and they reset the bracket, it's a wake-up call for you to say, no, I'm not throwing this game away. I've worked so hard to get to this stage. Matthias, Neymar, into Ronaldo. What is that touch? And nearly. What a goal that would have been. Just looking back on the replay there. What was that touch from Ronaldo?
I don't think it's intentional. I'll be completely honest with you. He's played it into his feet, and then Ronaldo instinctively gone for the little flick up to keep control of the ball. First time volley, but the goalkeeper was already sort of positioned to that side. One-way traffic at half-time. 5-3-2 against 4-2-3-1. Is Paulo Neto going to have to change? It looks like he is going into a 4-2-3-1. You would assume. 4-4-2, in fact. No, 4-2-4-5-4.
Just make a guess and you might be right.
I'm going to go 4-4-2. Second variation.
Honestly, this is probably the game that he gets to play. He can play any formation, Paulo Neto, so it seems.
4-5-1. Second variation. There you go. The same formation that Nicholas was using earlier in the tournament.
We said it earlier, that's the fourth formation that Paulo Neto has used throughout this tournament. It shows what a versatile player he is. And also, there's not enough players that are happy to adapt and change. A lot of players are quite naive, especially in tournaments. They play a formation that gets them far in the tournament, and even in losing situations, maybe you don't want to change. You don't want to make risks, so to speak. Paulo Neto saying, I can't take any more risks. I need to win this game if I want to be a champion here in South America. The 4-5-1 comes into action. You've got Vieira sort of holding down the fort in the central of the midfield. You've got Neymar. He's played in that centre mid before area. He'll offer you an attacking outlet. Bruno Fernandes, we know, great box-to-box option. Pace on the wings. And then Mbappe leading the line. Team of the year, Mbappe, we must say also.
Incredible foot item right there. Team of the year, Kylian Mbappe. He's probably the second best striker on the game, you would argue, behind CR7. Maybe even overlapped R9 Ronaldo. R9 a little bit more expensive because he's a little bit rarer. Also, you get the chemistry links, but number of pro players replaced R9 in their squad with blue hair Kylian Mbappe himself.
Here he comes, Paulo Neto. Mbappe. Back to Mbappe! And somehow squeezed it into the back of the net. Well, that just goes to show a simple formation change can change everything. And also someone that's very clinical on the edge of the box, like Mbappe. He can score in those angles, those tight angles, those narrow situations. You'll find yourself in the box. Right foot finesse into the bottom corner. As easy as you like. All square at 1-1 here.
He was dominated for the first 45 minutes. Didn't have a shot registered. Paulo Neto comes out 6 minutes into the second half and gets a goal. And that just shows how quickly a game can turn, and potentially going to be 2-1 up right now as well.
Here he comes, Paulo Neto. Get the ball across the box. Goes on his own. And it's a save into the side netting. Dinked in towards the back post. He's got options in the box. It was Varane who's very far forward. And now there is a huge gap. Can he find the player? Can he find the right player? Matthias able to do so. Neymar gets the ball back. Simple ball roll, wins a free kick. Very scrappy, very end-to-end. This is your grand final, your last game. Of course, this is a two-legged game. This is only leg one. 1-1 the scoreline so far between these two.
It just goes to show that anything is possible in a game of FIFA esports, and also how competitive it is at the top of these rankings. Because there's literally been nothing at all to separate these two players.
It's one thing that we have to keep saying as well, is that there's no sort of class above the other. There's no level in skill rating and in terms of a better defender, a better attacker. It literally comes down to such fine margins. Of who can be more creative in the box, who can be more deadly of the two. Matthias Bonanno into a pause, does get dispossessed into the 4-5-1. Paulo Neto, is he going to look to change or alter that at all? Is it time for some fullback changes? Juan Cuadrado and a left-back change of Davies. Yep, the same two for him. And is it the midfielder?
Tavernier.
Tavernier. The same three as usual.
Yeah, it's crazy how versatile fullbacks are this year in FIFA. Something that we've not really spoke a lot about, but Tavernier, Davies, Cuadrado, Cancelo, all these are fullbacks, and they can play anywhere from right back to centre mid to CDM to even higher up the pitch. Team of the year Alphonso Davies, I've seen him used at left wing before and used really high up the pitch. So when you're looking for the players 86 or below, headliner Tavernier is one that instantly your mind goes towards. The 86 Alphonso Davies road to the final as well. Obviously, these are live foot items, so might not be 86 for much longer given the football climate, but for right now, perfect to use off the bench.
All those changes make the all-important difference. That is the question. "20 minutes left of leg one." If you've missed what has happened here in tonight's tournament, Paulo Neto sort of knocked out Nicholas in the loser bracket final we had. Speaking of which, could be a chance for Neymar. Paulo Neto squeezes it in again.
Number 10, Neymar.
Do not know how he is doing that at the near post. Informed Neymar has been instrumental in Paulo Neto winning that first series and also now leading in the second series. Give that man a statue, Paulo Neto, because he deserves it.
Chance. Mbappe. Got to be a goal. What a save.
Frustration building. Yeah.
You can see the frustration of Paulo Neto. How is that not gone in? He's saying Courtois has made some unbelievable saves today.
Don't want to sound like the old football cliche, Brandon Smith, but it's just been the ultimate game of two halves. First half, Matthias was all over Paulo Neto, and in this second period, Paulo Neto has just looked incredible.
You're thinking, how am I not 3-1 up in this game? Mendy, back to Mbappe. Matthias Bernardo, can he find a ball across the box? Neymar, still about with it. One more round the corner. I mean, where's the ball ended up? Matthias still with it eventually. Varane can press and press. He still has not got the ball back. A great idea from Ronaldo to try and heavy touch it round the man. Will not come to anything at the end. And Paulo Neto will survive to fight another day.
Don't know how he's not resulted in a shot there, in all honesty. It looked like the chance was there for the taking. Just kept on being a body in front of him.
Mbappe. Still. Does require a great block. I'm not too sure what's happened there. We have a technical difficulty on the 89th minute. There you go. Unfortunately, just a small technical difficulty. Added time.
Yashin, Schmeichel, Cech, or Van der Sar. But I do like David De Gea. He's the one for me.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that informed Nick Pope, you can't look past him. Pops up so many times on weekend, given his gold items good. Right, we're going to play about 20 seconds of FIFA here. Here's Matthias Bernardo, trailing by 2-1. It's just a minute of added time. I think if I'm in the grand final, though, if I've not played that and I do go and lose the game, you do think to yourself, what if? What if I played that time? What if? What could have happened? And that will be the shortest game of FIFA in terms of a commentary that we have ever done. I think that lasted... Wait, let me just quickly stop the timer, Rich. That was about 18 seconds, I think that was, in total for that one. And yeah, that's leg one concluded.
Yeah, really worthwhile. Let's get back into the second leg. Be coming up any time soon between these two. Didn't miss much if you just went... And we get to see the replays. I thought we were going to look at the replays.
I thought as well. I was going to say, what replays can we get from 18 seconds worth of FIFA? However, these are the replays from leg one. It was a 1-1 scoreline for so long. It was Matthias Bernardo that went up by a goal to nil. And then the 4-5-1 formation change for Paulo Neto allowed him to do that. Mbappe scoring the first goal shortly after. Was able to build upon his lead and score a couple more goals. We'll get to see the save one more time, Rich. The incredible save from Thibaut Courtois. This was the goal, I believe, that made it 2-1 to Paulo Neto. And then he was able to try his best to build upon it, just could not find a way past the Belgian goalkeeper.
Yeah, frustration certainly building for Matthias Bernardo. And on the other side of that, you saw the frustration in not scoring. Mbappe cutting it back to Cristiano Ronaldo. You expect the net to be bulging right there as he takes the strike on his left foot. Even on his left foot, you expect Ronaldo to score. Courtois with a great save to tip it over the crossbar. 2-1. Paulo Neto does lead at the halfway point in our series. What you've missed today, well, if you are just joining us, I can catch you up with all the games that have taken place. In the winners bracket final, the first game of the day, that was a 6-4 victory for Matthias Bernardo against Paulo Neto. Yes, deja vu. You're not going crazy. Nicholas, 4-3 against Barreto in the losers bracket semi-final. We then came into the losers bracket final where Paulo Neto eliminated Nicholas from the tournament. The Iceman swiped away. The sun came out and he melted into oblivion. And then we came into the grand final between these two on your screen right now. Matthias Bernardo against Paulo Neto. Game 1, Paulo Neto won 5-3. In game 2, well, it's 2-1 right now. Matthias Bernardo is trailing against Paulo Neto.
Yeah, and it's the last time for you guys to say, to have your say at home. Is it Matthias or Neto, aka Paulo Neto? Who do you want to win this game? You guys have got the power in the chat to vote and to move that bar at the bottom of your screen. Just a quick word on Paulo Neto. How much is it to buy one of those posters for yourself? I mean,
I think it might be painted. Is it painted on the wall? Or is it a poster?
I mean, either or, it's pretty
incredible.
Amazing that he's got that behind him. It's certainly motivation for himself. He's won tournaments in that exact room, including the Summer Cup Series, just before FIFA 21 did drop. Matthias Bernardo, though, Does it add pressure though, Rich? You're currently number 1 on your console. You're number 1 going into, no doubt, even qualifying number 4, you'd still be number 1, even if you did lose this. It's a bit of pressure on you. You know, you're setting an example to everybody else that's out there in the scene. I know you're looking at first against third here, but it must add something.
I think it does put pressure on you, not necessarily the rankings, but coming from the winner's bracket, knowing that you've squandered your opportunity to have this game done in one. You're now going through to the loser's bracket. You're going through, I should say, the loser's bracket advantage, winner's bracket advantage is null and void. And now it's just a straight shootout. One leg of FIFA. Paulo Neto leading 2-1.
And this will be the last leg of qualifier number 3. We can confirm you with that. You see Lars watching, if that's Twitch TV, enjoying the tension in the FGS 21 PS4 South American qualifier. Really looking forward to seeing who will be crowned the champion. Yeah, if you guys want to get your tweets involved, it'll be the last opportunity to do so. Hashtag FGS21. We've had everything in this game. Extra time. A bracket reset. And now, this scenario. A winner takes all. $10,000. Paulo Neto wins. That'll be 3 different winners. December, January, February. 3 qualifiers, 3 winners. It leaves us guessing and wondering who really is that one player that's dominating South America, because the talent is just so good.
Look at the danger man Neymar on the edge of the box. Expect things to go through him. Expect attacks to be routed through Neymar.
Here's Paulo Neto. Looking to open up his account. He's looking to tease Renato Sanchez. Out of position. He did come out of position, but he won the ball fair and square.
Very nice play from Matthias there. 1-2 in on the edge of the box. Just overhit on the eventual through ball that he tried playing through to his Mbappe.
It was such a crazy first leg, as you touched upon. Matheus Bonano had the first 40 minutes of his life. However, forced the formation change from Paulo Neto. Made him come out and attack, and Paulo Neto, as you said, dominated. He's been so creative in the final third. He had to play so many different play styles as well. So against Nicholas, it was a game where it was a game of literally no real chances. Had to adapt, had to sort of suck up the pressure and buy his time, wait for the right time to come forward and attack. As we know, Nicholas, a serious player, a complete FIFA player. To take him down, no easy task.
I think something that we sort of have to consider is with Paulo Neto coming through the losers bracket, he's had that extra game on top of Matheus Bonano. He played Nicholas in the losers bracket final. And off the back of that game, he's been perfect. He lost 6-4 against Matheus Bonano. Since then, beat Nicholas 3-2 in a tightly contested affair. And then beat Matheus Bonano 5-3 in game 1 of our grand final. This is game 2. And this is the one that matters.
Paulo Neto breaking that Defensive line. Bruno Fernandes had an idea to get the ball across the box. It goes for a corner. Whipped in towards the front post. It's headed away by De Bruyne. But it must be said, Kevin De Bruyne has he been on the pitch?
Not really being utilised that well.
Another dangerous ball. It's a searching ball. There's been so many of them this evening. It's just so difficult to get someone on the end to latch onto it. Rashford to João Cancelo. It's been a slow first 30 from Matthias Bonanno. Ever since he tasted that defeat, it's been difficult. Maybe that could change now. What a save. Van der Sar can't get it on the second. A harsh goal. Paulo Neto, I'm sure will say. His goalkeeper did everything right on the first time of asking, but parried it straight back to the feet of Mbappe, and Mbappe got there on the rebound without any questions.
Got there on the rebound and made sure that he didn't make a mistake. The Frenchman. Tapping in from close range. Lots of power on the shot as well. To fire it past the goalkeeper. To a piece. Again, nothing at all to separate these two.
Matthias, even as I said, against he's not had too many chances. That's probably one of the best chances he's created all game. Showing how clinical he is and how good he is. Back to an even playing field. That's going to do us for 45 minutes here. 45 minutes left to play. 2-2 the scoreline.
See the
no
stats.
Clue.
At half-time as well. Again, very similar to the first series in the first half. With Matthias Bonanno on top. But Paulo Neto came back and really changed the context of the game and changed the complexion of the game with a couple of second half quick goals, quick fire goals, hitting with a 1-2.
You're waiting on the POV of I believe it could be Matthias Bonanno looking to make his last changes of the half. Looks like he's changed into a 4 at the back formation. I think that if we had to be negative about Matthias, it was when he's playing in that earlier game, which forced the bracket reset. He just wouldn't change out that 5 at the back. Got to a stage where struggling to create. This could be a dangerous ball into the box from João Cancelo. It's nearly put into his own goal, in all honesty, there.
Chance still alive. He's been quite... Yeah, I mean, this entire series has been quite sort of impacted by set-piece goals. Paulo Neto scoring 2 set pieces, corners in particular.
Ball forward. It's one of those searching through balls. Will he be onside? Rashford, he will. Paulo Neto. Neymar drops the shoulder. Can't get the shot in. And again, it's a through ball down the other end. Slightly too heavy that time for Van der Sar. This is our grand final here in South America. If you have just tuned in, $10,000 on the line. Chance to call yourself a champion, potentially for the second time if you're Matthias Bonanno. two-time champion across the 3 qualifiers we've had already, which is ridiculously good. The consistency levels of no other. And that's only been seen in South America. Ball into the box. It's in the air, and it's an easy enough save.
Yeah, good save from Van der Sar. The header sort of straight down his throat, but he still had to make sure he got something on it.
Back into the box, half volley. Rafa Varane couldn't get his foot around the ball.
38 minutes remaining. If there's anything to go by, this game's probably going to penalties. However,
Mbappe, still, somehow.
it's been one of the most tightly contested finals we've probably ever seen, in all honesty. And what happened earlier today, Brandon? What has Valentine gave us? It's already gave us one treat, and that was the Oceania finals, in which Marcos Gomez and Direwolf Dylan settled it via a penalty shootout to see who was the Oceania regional champion for qualifier number 2. Will it go down to the penalty spot in qualifier 3 in the South American region?
João Cancelo, Matthias Bonanno and Neymar into Ronaldo, drops the shoulder, Ronaldo! Will fire! Matthias back into the driving seat. The man that showed so much consistency so far in this region. If he was to win this, it would be 2 wins from 3 qualifiers. And literally, this man is a level above the rest.
Incredible use of the ball roll scoop turn right there. It's a skill move that you see used a lot to try and create space, but very rarely do you see it actually used in the offensive third to bypass a defender. Put Varane on the floor with that ball roll scoop turn and smashed into the bottom corner.
I know it's been a joke of the evening, but Paulo Neto. Time for a change. And this is what I love about certain FIFA players. They don't care. He knows he has to go for this game now. For Matthias, I can assure you it's back to a 5-at-the-back formation to see out the game, to try and see out this 1-0 lead. For Paulo Neto, it's everybody forward. A 3 at the back. And as you said, the ball roll scoop turn made the goal happen, and Cristiano Ronaldo could be the player to ensure these 2 major victories out of 3 for Matthias. He'll be saying he's worth every single penny that he spent for that 98 Team of the Year variant of his item on FIFA 21. There is still 15 minutes left. There will be a chance for Paulo Neto.
There's always time. Whether there's time on the clock, well, there's certainly time to send us to extra time. There's time. There's lots of time. Time is of the essence. I just love time.
Ball forward, back to Paulo Neto. 12 in-game minutes left. Mbappe. Good feet from him. Great touch. Tries to cut off the angle one.
Mbappe has to score that chance right there. Directional nutmeg into the box. Left-footed strike across the goalkeeper. That has to result in a goal. It's as simple as that.
Paulo Neto. We'll get another chance. Quick sip of water from Matthias. Into another pause. Paulo Neto Richard, talk me through it. We already know he's gone to a 3 at the back. We know that constant pressure is going to be high. What else is he honestly going to change?
Going into a 3-4-1-2 right now. Constant pressure all the way up to the top. And it's going to be the instructions on his centre mids. I imagine stay forward, get into the box for crosses. Neymar leading the line. It's actually going to be Mbappe and Ronaldo leading the line. Neymar at cam. Rashford and Cuadrado in the midfield alongside Alphonso Davies out wide. Rashford coming off now for Hirving Lozano. All the pace going forward. Vieira hopefully just going to hold it out at the back. There will be one more roll of the dice. 82 minutes on the clock. Paulo Neto making these changes early enough that they can have an impact on the series.
In-game minutes left here. Everything and everybody forward for Paulo Neto. That's Matthias Bonanno. Got enough in the tank to hold on for 7 more in-game minutes. So he does that. Will continue to be the best breakout season he's ever had.
Probably the best.
2 major tournaments in his back pocket.
The best breakout star of FIFA 21 as well. Not just for Matthias, but across the entire globe. He has been the newcomer of FIFA 21.
It's been South America, hasn't it? The dominance that South America players have been able to show is outstanding. PH in on the Xbox. Chance. Oh, what a save! That was the chance there for Paulo Neto. Got like his forearm on it in the end. It's that Thibaut Courtois that still is there off the line.
Still alive.
Renato Sanchez. Paulo Neto. Still. And again, it's Courtois.
He owes a lot of this trophy, #1 spot, to that man in goal. Thibaut Courtois has been exquisite for Matthias.
You got to say, that's going to be game over. He tried and he tried and he tried. But Paulo Neto could not knock this man down. And it's Argentina that stand top of the pile in the Global Series rankings. It's that man on your screen, Matthias Bonanno, who makes it another win for himself and for his country. 2 wins out of 3 majors this year. We've only played 3 majors. That man's won 2 of them. He has been unbelievable. And as you said, Richard, no doubt the breakout player on FIFA 21. Not just in South America, in the whole world. Matthias Bonanno, take a bow. Unbelievable stuff, my friend.
In qualifier 1, we said Matthias Bonanno, one for the future. Well, I scrapped that sentiment. Matthias Bonanno is one for the present and one potentially for the FIFA E World Cup come the end of the year. 2 out of 3 of these qualifiers he has won. 3 out of 3 he has made. Unbelievable.